Good morning, I'm Billy and this is Jammer 360. We are on day 6 of Run for the Wall. We have now caught up with the southern route, so we'll be going from Monroe, Louisiana to Meridian, Mississippi. But we're doing a little bit different this morning. We're actually going to go out with this small group here and do an outreach to a Gold Star family, somebody who has a family member who is still MIA. All right, so in our little meeting over there, I just learned we're going to see the family of Gabby Gates, and coincident, that's the placard I've been carrying ever since we left Ontario, is for Lieutenant Colonel Gabby Gates. So
we are Monday, May 21st. Run for the Wall. This is the Dawson Family Memorial Outreach. Thank you. We're gonna get your butt.
So I've seen this patch, and I was wondering what it is. And Hoops just told me it's take a pause. I've got your 6. It has to do with suicide prevention for veterans. All right, so just finished laying the wreath for Gabby. Now we're gonna leave the cemetery. We're gonna head on and catch back up with the rest of the pack. And here comes the southern route as they cross the Mississippi River.
Mr. Joe Hudson, ex-POW, Operation Iraqi Freedom, United States Army, arriving. Colonel Quinn Hurlick, ex-prisoner of war, Cambodia, United States Army, arriving. Captain Bill Robinson, longest held enlisted prisoner of war in American history, and first enlisted recipient of the Air Force Cross, Vietnam War, United States Air Force, arriving. Mr. David Larson, Navy Cross recipient, Vietnam War, United States Navy, arriving. Colonel George Hardy, Tuskegee Airman, World War II, United States Air Force, arriving. Representative Mac Huddleston, Distinguished Flying Cross recipient, Vietnam War, United States Army, arriving. Mr. Ronald Rosser, Medal of Honor recipient, Korean War, United States Army, arriving.
Sir, can you say hello? Just say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
That was a Medal of Honor recipient, Ronald Rosser, from the Korean War. He ended up getting the South Koreans Medal of Honor also. He served with many different countries. He said he never got hurt until he was actually with the American Army on missions. Then he got wounded 4 times. Right here we got Captain Bill Robinson. He was the longest held POW, 7.5 years. He's also the only enlisted recipient of the Air Force Cross during the Vietnam War. All right, so we're gonna take a trip down the Trail of Honor. Right here, we're in the Civil War. As they're loading up a cannon. As you can see, you know, they dress up in the actual period uniforms. And this cannon does fire. They were firing it a little bit ago. So we are now over, looks like, on the Union side, and they have their cannons pointed over where we were earlier. So on this side, they're telling the stories of, from the Union point of view. We're over on the other side, we were in the Confederate point of view. And they have a Union camp set up over here with all the tents. Yep, there's the headquarters. All right, so I discovered some more of Trail of Honor. he has a miniature of the Vietnam Wall out here. So we'll take a look at it. When we get to DC, we'll get a picture of the actual wall. But this one, even with the names so small, it still takes a lot of space. They even have the cards. You can go up there and you can make etchings of your family members off of this wall too. All the way down. So we'll kind of get here near the wall and we'll look up it. Now when we get to DC and we take a look at the wall, you can actually see the trees reflect off. It's really a cool sight. And back here in this part of the woods, this is a completely different area than when I was here last. They've actually got the Vietnam era set up. There's even a guy over there on guard. Camp Evans. Hello, sir.
How you doing?
All right. So it used to be when we'd come here, all this whole place would be filled up. Each one of these little alcoves would be a different part of history of the military. Like over here was the Civil War. Down here a little bit, they had World War I. They were firing that cannon where they were at. It was actually over here before. But it went all the way from the Revolution all the way around to the current conflicts. So this is actually a model of what the Trail of Honor looks like when it's all done up. We got the Civil War, we got Confederates and Confederates on this side. You got the Union, and it looks like World War I over here, World War II. And this is what it looks like when it's all set up. In fact, here's the table of contents. It actually shows what parts of the war, all the way from the French War, all the way to Desert Storm and beyond. All right, we're in Meridian, Mississippi, and the Cobra has escorted us in.